Second motion, Mr. Little.
Okay, this is a motion to award Farringer, McCarty, and Gray Incorporated the contract for the MS4 storm sewer building not to exceed $36,900, which is in council's packet. And I presented this to council on Thursday, and we discussed this. So a motion.
Motion.
Sorry. There's a motion to approve. Is there a second?
Second.
There's a motion and a second. Any comments or question?
Yeah, I definitely have a question here. First of all, I think the engineering firm that you chose is an excellent choice. I have no issues with the engineering firm. But some of my questions, or one of my questions are, what type of building is this going to be? Is it going to be a pool building similar to the one that we at Public Works constructed?
Similar, isn't it going to be similar to like the one that's at the fire academy?
Okay, the fire training, we
Yeah.
also constructed that.
Yes.
Are we going to do any in-house work? You know, are our guys going to dig the footers, put the cement in similar to what we did, the electrical, the gas, the water, the sewerage? I mean, this is all in-house savings. And if you're doing a pole building, it comes engineered. It's constructed. When I say we, Public Works put up all the buildings at the, or I should say prepped all the buildings at the Fire Training Center. And also at the Public Works garage that house all of our refuse trucks. Everything was prepped through Public Works personnel. What a savings that was.
Yeah.
You know, when I'm talking footer, foundation, the block work, the cement work, the electrical, the gas, the water, everything. Then the unit was delivered, and it was already pre-engineered, so it was delivered on site and built.
Well,
What
don't
a
you think that would
savings.
be a discussion? I mean, I love.
What a savings
I
to the
love the
public.
point that you brought up, honestly. I mean, I don't know how anybody else feels, but I think that is certainly a discussion for future.
Well, it's something that we did at the Fire Training Center, it's something that we did at Public Works.
Right,
And if
and
we
I think
put it,
that-
if we put another building that resembles or exactly like the building that's there, it would kind of blend with the
And I think that would be
background.
a discussion for the engineering department to have with the head of Public Works and, you know.
That's fine,
Yeah,
but
'cause
Yeah,
this is just for
but-
the
this is
This is-
engineering, but
It's
if
the
you
engineering.
look at it,
But you're, yeah,
if you look at what they're doing, I mean, again, I'm
No,
stating, I have no
please go ahead.
issues with the engineering, but $37,000 for engineering of a pole building, which comes already engineered?
Partially because the municipal public works garage wasn't built to spec as it is, so it doesn't meet the federal MS4 requirements. So the new engineering department has to make it meet the.
No, I can understand if we, that's totally different. We shouldn't put that under the building construction. That should be, if we need a layout, because back at the time, we were legal, when the Public Works building was installed, just like a lot of the other communities, you know, neighborhoods and such that don't have stormwater runoff. I understand that fully. But at the time, we were under specs. I mean, we were good to build. And I can understand that fee, but not that we need the engineer to lay the building out for us to
and
to
do
do
stormwater management on that property,
Yep.
the entire property.
The entire.
Okay.
Not Stevie, not just for this building, but for the previous Public Works building that's there.
Okay, but it wasn't explained that way. Here's $37,000 to put up a pole building. No, just the engineering of it is the
Okay.
way that it's laid out.
Okay.
If you look at it in black
But
and
it
white.
has to be laid out in the stormwater
Well, it needs to be
management of
explained to the
that.
public that a lot of this money and effort is going towards a total stormwater management
Of that entire
discharge
site.
of that site.
Correct. Does that make more sense?
Which we are in compliance to a point. Okay, you shake your head no, but
You're
there's
not.
a lot
Jamie,
of
are they?
structures and
Maybe just to clarify,
areas that aren't in compliance.
this is more of, like every site plan you see that comes through a land development plan. This is basically, we have to go through the same process as if Sheets came in and wanted to develop a new property or redevelop.
To do
So
it
that's
above-
basically what we're
above
doing.
board.
We're gonna look at the whole site, do stormwater management for the site, look at the utilities that are out there, basically figure out all that. That's
Okay,
Just the site plan.
but when I look at the
plan
site
engineer.
plan and it says the engineers are going to get us permits, we don't do that in-house, our permits? I mean, why
Depends on
would
what
we
the firm
have
it
to
is.
hire an outside firm to do in-house work?
There's a lot of it, it kind of all goes hand in hand.
Then it says location of utilities. I call one call, they'll show me where every utility is.
This will be more so they'll come out and survey where the location of the utilities are.
Why would we need that? We didn't need it prior to any of the other buildings. I called specifically, I recall this, and I called one call, they showed me where the utilities were. Now, they did the taps, don't get me wrong, the water authority, Don LaGorga did all the electric work of the whole, him and his crew, of the fire training center.
Yeah, it goes back to, like I said, it's a land development process, so somebody has to survey that, put that on drawings. We have to meet our own requirements for a site plan, and that involves surveying the location of utilities. We can surely, we'll put in the one call ourselves. I would think we'd do as
But I
much.
mean, why would we pay an engineering firm to do this?
There's some
That's-
things we
that's
ha-
my question.
There's some things we have to have a
Oh,
third
some
party
things
do,
there are, understandable,
because
but.
they have to do the site plan.
Okay, and
development.
even shrubbery, they're gonna, it's in here, in black and white, that they pick out the shrubs that we need. Now, come on. It's fees for all that.
Well, it's the site plan, the whole site plan design is what we're voting on. But to your point about what we can do in-house, that is something that would not be decided this evening. That could be,
But I think a lot of the charges that are incurred through the engineering can be a lot less than $36,900, is what I'm saying. A lot less, if we did a lot of in-house work on our own.
True, and
Especially permits.
correct. And just to clarify, though, what we're voting on this evening is for it to not to exceed 36,900. It could be less. What council's considering
Or
this
it
evening.
could be more, because there are
No.
fees in
No,
there.
no, no, it says not
There
to
are
exceed.
fees
No,
that's,
but-
Mr.
no, but
Buckman, it
what-
says not to
Just to
exceed.
clarify for everybody, what we're voting for, an affirmative vote for this would mean that we would not exceed 36,900.
well, the way I looked at it, 36.9.
But to your point, you could bring that fee down by doing some of the things that you're suggesting.
I could put that building up for 36.9. But, okay,
Hopefully, we can.
yeah. All righty, that's all I have.
Any other comments, council? We have a motion and a second to approve. Once again, the approval of this is to award the contract for the building, the engineering for the site plan development, for it to not exceed $36,900. Roll call, Sharon, please.
Mrs. Gatos?
Aye.
Mr. Poach?
Aye.
Mr. Harvey?
Aye.
Mr. Johns?
Aye.
Mr. Duncan?
No.
Mr. Wilson?
Aye. The ayes have it. Third motion.